What's going on, everybody? Small World Floyd back at you with another one. I got the Pelicans versus the Hawks. It's a mixture of the old and the young to see who will be the greatest of all time if it ever got put to the test. I'm doing it. Today, I am going with the Pelicans. Let's go.
And it's the Hawks to start out. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Horford is out there with Willis. And it's Rivers. And it's Hagan in at the small forward. Here's Caldwell. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Williamson. Pass to Murray. Here's the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, no one would call Murray a lethal three-point shooter, but he does just enough to keep you honest defensively.
Here's Hagan. And the layup's good off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
With the drive, and Chandler sends it back. Murray the pass to Mashburn. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
If Zion is that close to the hoop, it is lights out for the defense.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw good from Williamson. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Rivers. Here's Hagan. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Williamson. Good work defensively by Horford.
Wow, that's just great defense, forcing that double clutch.
Pass to Caldwell. Horford with the screen on Gordon. Right at the free throw line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
The offensive instinct of Horford, he knows exactly where to be, gets the pass, and gets it to go.
Here's Mashburn. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Here's Hagan. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Now you see the toughness and the competitiveness of Doc Rivers, always looking for the most opportunistic play.
And they pick up 2.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Pass to Caldwell. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, Murray saw an opening to the rim, and he turned on the Jets.
The Hawks trailing. Pass to Caldwell. Back to Rivers. Nails it from the high post. Here's Murray. He has 7. Eric Gordon on the wing. And the basket is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Caldwell. Now here's Willis. Nice D from Chandler. And here's New Orleans now. Williamson kicks to Murray. Down low. Kicks it out to Williamson. Here's Mashburn, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Johnson down low. He's against Gordon. Poked loose. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got his third bucket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And getting a lane, Murray's so good at just finding the crack in the defense.
And he recovers it. Offensive rebound. Willis the pass to Hudson. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Chandler with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And finished off by Williamson.
And Zion Williamson making the price of admission worth it with a dunk like that.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Hudson. Back to Johnson. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And it's Williamson missing.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Johnson, the pass to Horford. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Murray dishes to Williamson. Back to Murray. Williamson outside. Williamson double team. Here's Mashburn. A three-pointer, no good. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
New Orleans in the lead. Chandler outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Look at New Orleans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think for New Orleans, they've had a rocky start to the season, moving down a little here in the middle of the rankings. Hopefully they can make some corrections here and get this thing moving.
Teague is checked in for Atlanta. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there. Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And you can tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. New Orleans making some changes here. Julius Randle's checked in for Williamson. Wesley comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Murray. Now here's Ball. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Hudson against Ingram. With the fadeaway. No good from Hudson.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Randle. He gets it in there.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Hudson kicks to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Randle with the bucket.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Hudson against Ingram. Pulls it from the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Ball finds Randle. West trying to free himself up. And again, Julius Randle. Randle's got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Teague against Ball. And Teague, here we go. That one falls. He's got 5.
And all those hours in the weight room paying off right there for Teague. Nice finish through the contact.
Randle against West. Chalk up 2 there.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place. Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Ball after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Randall. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Teague bounce pass. Johnson can't get it to go.
Wow, his team really needs some scoring opportunities, but he can't get anything going this period.
Now Randall. He's got 10. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Julius Randle getting it done for New Orleans. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.